All right, we're back on this 2006 Dyna lowrider. Had a lot of response on this video, a lot of response. So today I'm going to lower the suspension and go from there. So hang in there, we'll get started. We're going to be installing a premium set of adjustable shocks. These are infinitely adjustable, and they are 10.5 inches. All right. And so the stock shocks, or whatever shocks are on here, I don't know if they're stock or not. I would say they are. These are right at 12 inches. So it's going to lower the bike 1.5 inches. So we'll get started. First thing we're going to do is support the bike. As you can see, we have a lift here that is keeping the frame supported. So I'm going to go ahead and remove both shocks, and then we'll install the 10.5s one at a time. Okay, what I'm doing now is I'm going to lower the bike down with the stand, line up the shock mounting holes. Pretty close. I'm holding the shock so it won't hit anything. All right, let me grab a shock bolt. It had a spacer on the inside, so we're going to reuse the spacer. Get that started. Now that we've got everything spaced out, we want to use a little red Loctite on the bolts here, just for safety purposes. And we are going to use the spacer, so that'll go back into place. Okay, now we'll go do the other side. All right, that finishes up the shock install, and we'll do a before and after so you can see the difference. Probably can already see. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to lower the front. Okay, the front on this 2006 Dyna has 49mm forks on it, fork tubes. So what we're going to do is we're going to loosen the fork clamps, and we're going to slip the fork stems up in the triple trees 1.5 inches. So they'll be sticking up about like that. But we're also going to measure and make sure that when we clamp the bike down, we don't have issues with travel bumping up against the frame or anything like that. We shouldn't have, but we're going to check it to make sure.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
We don't have issues with travel bumping up against the frame or anything like that. We shouldn't have, but we're going to check it to make sure. So the first thing we're going to do is support the front of the bike. We're going to loosen the triple clamp trees here with a good old T45. We go to the other side, loosen those. All right, what I like to do is to spray a little bit of lubricant in there, just a little bit. We can clean it off later. Let that drip down in there like that. And then I'm going to loosen the support lift here, see if it'll drop down a little bit. You may have to persuade it. little bit. There we go. Like that. There we go. All right, now that is about an inch, but I'm going to get out my trusty calipers here, find out exactly where it's at. So I'm going to set this at 1 inch, and let's see where we are. Not quite an inch yet, so let's go up a little bit further. A little bit further. All right. Get this one even over here. Okay, they're about even. All right, now let's check the stance. See, actually what I want to do is tighten those down. I don't have to put them super tight. I do want to tighten them down because I'm going to take some of the support lift away and see how it drops down. But these don't have to be super tight because we're not going on the road with it right now. We're just wanting to check the hot ride height of it. That's good. Okay, that's good. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to take some of the lift out of it from the bottom. The bike is settling down. All right, what I want to do, I want to make sure I've got this thing tight in the lift here. I think we're going to be okay there. All right, now what I'm going to do is take this lift all the way out. Remember, I've only gone an inch now in the front, which we're an inch and a half in the rear. So I'm going to step back over here and see what I think about it. My personal opinion tells me to go another half an inch. That's what my personal opinion says. So I'm going to go another half an inch in the front, and that's probably going to do it. Finite adjustments here. Let's see if we're an inch and a half now. A little bit more. Another 1/16 of an inch. All right, that's good on that one. I'm going to tighten this side down. That's an inch and a half exactly, which matches to what we did in the rear. You guys saw the measurement of the shocks there. So let's make sure this side is an inch and a half, just like that side is. Okay, that's exactly the same. So I'm going to tighten this down. Then we'll let some of the pressure off with the lift and see where it winds up. I think I'm going to go ahead and lock it down permanently this time. There we go. Good to go. We're clear on that. Now let's step back and see what the stance looks like. Much more aggressive. So we went down 1.5 inches in the rear and a matching 1.5 inches in the front. And I'll do some before and after for you during what we're talking about right now so you can see. Now, there's a style that's out right now. Everybody calls it the Dyna Bro style. I get it. I know why they're doing it. The whole thing, I understand. That's not what I'm trying to achieve here. Reasoning is because I like the Pro Street style, if you want to use that term, and the owner is 80 years old and he has a shorter stature. So that's the reasoning that we're dropping it. Before anybody freaks out, none of this stuff that I just did is permanent. None of it. It can be put back in 10 minutes, just the way it is. So we didn't do anything to permanently damage this motorcycle or screw up any of the design, if you will. It's still all there and it looks really nice. And that is where we are for the first part of this conversion, if you want to call it that, for Mr. Bill. And I appreciate you watching. There'll be more to come. Hang in there.
Like you're not impressed. It's science. What? Were you saying something?
So, as usual, I really appreciate you watching. If you like what I do, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, thanks for watching anyway, because I know you got this far in the video. I'm always here at the shop, usually. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to email me or call on the phone. If you're within 100 miles, come on by one day. You know, if you have something you want done, come on by and see the shop, talk to us. We're just regular dudes. So, I'm Steve Carr, and I'll talk to you later.